Hello, my name is Sylvia Durell. This episode of the ABCs of Buttons will feature favorite P and Q buttons of members of the Hernando County Button Collectors Group of Florida. To see the list of P and Q buttons we used as reference, visit my blog from July 2017 on holybuttons.com. There are quite a few P buttons listed there, and just a couple of Qs. I have to start this video with an apology to HEDY Emerson for forgetting to show her O is for oval button last week. So here is her oval black glass button with checkerboard faceted cut. It has a metal loop for a shank and measures 1 inch by 1/2 inch. Sorry, HEDY. We are going to go through the P buttons first and then show the Q buttons. Starting with Ann Buckingham's P is for pinwheel paperweight. Her green and white glass pinwheel paperweight button measures 5/8 inch. It was crafted by L. Culkin. TESS BUTZ's P is for push-through shank. TESS is showing 5 buttons and says, I choose to call these push-through shank buttons. They are made of plastic and vary in size. My P is for paste, pewter, and pisa. My paste buttons, also referred to in some cases as rhinestone, have a metal foundation and are of a variety of sizes, with the square one on the right measuring 1.5 inches. My 5/8 inch pewter pansies are hand cast by Made in Vermont Buttons in Lincoln, Vermont. On the back, I can make out the copyright symbol and the letters MVB. And finally, my Tower of Pisa is a cloth button and measures 1 inch. It says Italy on the side. HEDY Emerson's P is for penny, Peter Pan, and plaid. Starting with her yellow button, HEDY says the impression is from a real penny. It is life-size and is made of plastic, and it looks homemade. HEDY points out that her metal button with the anchor on it says Peter Pan. She doesn't know what it's from. Her third P button is a plaid plastic. Georgene Jurgenson's P is for pirate and Pied Piper. Her small metal buttons are about 1/2 inch in size. She says, I love the tiny metal scene buttons. Marlene Miller's P is for painted primitive, pin shank, and post office department. Marlene's painted button is primitive and measures 7/8 inch. It looks to be made from a slice of fibrous wood. Her pin shank measures 1/2 inch, and her metal post office department button is 5/8 inch. Virginia RUSK P is for PACHYDERM, PANDA, and paperweight. And last of the P buttons is KYLA SORDINO's P is for purple and plastic. She's sharing 5 purple plastic buttons and a couple of bottles containing plastic buttons. Now we'll move on to our Q buttons. Ann Buckingham's Q is for quilt. Ann is sharing a 1 inch black glass button in a quilt pattern. My Q is for quality and queen bee. My superior quality button is a round top brass button that measures 7/8 inch. It would have fit under our P buttons as well because it features Pennsylvania's state seal. I think it was an officer's button. The queen bee is a decal on a round top wood button. It measures 1 inch. Hetty Emerson's Q is for Queen. Hetty says, "This one I'm cheating on. It seems to me that it was made for a queen. It is 1¼ inch wide and is made up of real seed pearls and red seed beads on a black velvet background, all held together with gold thread. The back is metal." Marlene Miller's Q is for Don Quixote. Her 1-inch button is made of metal. Virginia Rusk's Q is for Queen. Virginia's metal button reads Elizabeth II and De Gratia Regina FD, which translates to, "By the grace of God, Defender of the Faith." Well, that's all for the P and Q buttons. Thanks to everyone who contributed. Next week, we are focusing on R buttons. To see a list of possibilities, visit my website's blog at holybuttons.com and look for August 2017. You can contact me at holybuttons@gmail.com with any suggestions or comments. Thanks. Bye now.